down here at Campeche, Mexico. Just finished my run. Had a few thoughts I wanted to share. So I often use examples to try to give you a feeling of what being the ocean is, or enlightenment. I'm on this out of city street, by the way. There's cars driving around, so that makes no difference. Sometimes my messages are kind of hints for people who are not sure if they've been in awareness yet, of the kind of which Buddha speaks. But this message is more for people that are have been in the awareness, which I've described in many different ways, and I won't talk about that much now because my audience is different. So when you have awareness available to you, the mind's natural tendency is to move towards recapturing it, which involves, as you know, gaining your attention. Gaining the awareness is attention, and attaching emotions to that attention. And so you go from being the ocean of awareness to a wave on top, or maybe a boat bobbing on top of the waves, and so you have pain and suffering. And then whatever your entry is into awareness, you make that entry back into it, and you're back in awareness. Just quick, I mean, for me, one of the ways I love entering awareness is with my runs in the morning. So anyway, and so just having a mind, and just being curious in general, you're going to live your life, and along the way, what you pay attention to, focus on deeply and believe, has the potential to create pain in your life and pull you from awareness of mind, or total awareness, into a mind position. And I'll just use an example. Right now around the world, there's all sorts of turmoil going on. And people have opposing points of view about it, about what should be done. You know, this is how we fix it, that's how we fix it. And they disagree with each other, and emotions run high. I could take a political position here, but that's pointless. The point is talking about how your mind's able to capture your attention about something that's interesting or complex or emotional, and turn it into and capture the attention, so you become less aware of the all, and more aware and focused and intent on direction, opinion, moving the world in the direction you want, because it's the righteous thing to do. And when you have awareness available to you, and you notice that pain will come to you, because things are not how you want them to be, and so you try to wish them into existence with your opinion or discussions or convincing other people why that their ridiculous position is doesn't make any sense. And you're trying to save the world, and certainly the passion and all that comes with it, and the upset, and so if you have access to the awareness, I just wanted to discuss a little bit about if you're allowing yourself to get emotionally sucked into your position, you're going in, I say there's 3 states. There's total awareness, which is the highest level, when your mind is silent, or you're paying so little attention to it that it doesn't take any energy to be joyful. And then there's awareness of mind, where your mind is busy. It's having thoughts, ideas, it's planning, it's executing, whatever, and you're paying attention to it. You have awareness of mind, so you understand that be able to maintain the peace while your mind is active, and that's kind of a transitional place for someone who has awareness. They often will be transitioning. And by the way, there's a dog barking. That makes no difference. Your goal then is to transition back into awareness as soon as the slightest pain comes into your body, because of mind activity, beliefs, and position taking, and anger, and all of it that the mind does. And we're not talking about when you believe you're your mind. That's for another listener, which most of my videos are about, actually. But this is for a different kind of listener. So my point is that when you begin to feel pain because of and right now we're using politics as an example. When you begin to feel pain, and it enters your body because of your political position, you've moved, you're moving from awareness to mind. Awareness of mind, the middle state, and you're edging down towards belief in mind. The only difference is you have awareness of awareness, and you have awareness of pain that the mind's generating in your body, that's attaching to your body. And so that awareness itself is helpful, because at least there's a way out. I mean, people that believe they're their mind, they swim in that pain and don't even know if there's a way out. But the fact of the matter is, my point is this: you're not. If you're attaching to the pain and allow it to happen because you are trying to move your political position forward, and you have passions and all that, you're less convincing, you're less transformational to society if you're letting it get to the point where there's pain in your body over your position that's not the existing way the world is, or whatever your pain is over what your mind believes is the right thing that's not happening currently, or that needs to change, or the improvement that needs to be made. The pain actually creates a bit of an irrational sort of willingness to burn the other side, if you will. And so you're not, although you feel like, I feel passionate about this, I'm going to go ahead and burn my body a little bit and have anger. You're not actually helping your cause, because you're going from a transformational kind of open, wide wisdom teaching that leaves space for others to understand someone who's not judging them. So you're judging the other side when there's pain in your body, and that's what the pain is. It's a focused anger based on a belief, and you're trying to put it into another being, and it doesn't allow that being to listen, and so you need to straddle it back, and maybe for a bit, maybe you need to quit focusing your attention on that subject so closely. Take a week or two off from it and get some perspective. Don't read, don't watch videos, don't participate in the discussion, and go broader on your information. Maybe watch comedy and whatnot, because you're not helping anything if you go below awareness of mind. You're not transformational in society. You are just an angry person who's cementing your position, and you're not making a difference. And so that is worse than silence. And so anyway, so to be transformational in society, you have to be awareness of mind, or higher. And if you feel pain in your body when you're communicating, whether it's, whatever you're doing, you're on a phone call, you're typing something in Facebook or on Twitter, and there's pain that's generating your position because somebody else is wrong and you're right, that's not transformational communication. I don't even need to read it to tell you that. It's a stabbing communication. So anyway, and the worst part of it is you're burning yourself to make a point that's burning the other. So there's no redeeming quality to that. You need to stay, if you're aware of awareness, you need to stay in awareness of mind or above. You can't start, if you feel passion in your body, you need to shut up. If you feel anger, if you feel judgment, if you feel like you're in a group that's right and the other groups are wrong, you've entered a place where you can't help yourself even. You're not of the source. You're not of God, or however you see sublime goodness. You're the other. And I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you, I'm just trying to speak about this in a way that you can see that you have a responsibility as someone who's aware of awareness and has access to it. And that responsibility first is to the source, to the oneness, because ultimately the humankind it has to move towards and will and is drawn towards the source, and you need to decide what team you're on, and all the mind teams I need to move to the one team, and by being team oriented, you're stopping that. So awareness is a transformational space where individuals begin to see, they will always continue to have their position, but they'll begin to see their position can be funneled in a way that actually is provides them with all that they need, as a human, and more. I mean, just total abundance, and while creating a space where total abundance is available to everybody. So that's, if you will, that's one's purpose. One's purpose is evolving consciousness, and consciousness is more important than a temporary political position. And so you need to take responsibility for that, and you need to stay in the upper conscious levels when you're communicating, or you're making it worse for everyone who's moving the cause of consciousness to higher levels. All right. Thanks for listening, Dan and Vagabond Buddha. I hope you're here today.